Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Y'all laughed at that video. Y'all thought that was funny. Listen, Eric, wherever you at, I'm going to meet you in the park now. Where you at? I thought that was funny. That was funny. And then Coop embarrassed me in front of everybody. I'm going to get Coop too. But just like a lot of the other coaches said, like parents, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to, instill something in your children and to try to teach them some stuff. Especially my parents, thank you, because I'm probably the hardest on them. I yell at them, I scream at them, because I expect more, because I'm giving them a lot of stuff, but I expect a lot out of them, because I know, what they could do, because they show me at practice. So during the games, I'm yelling. I mean, that's me, and I know I need to try to calm it down, but I'm passionate about this, and I try to pass it on to my players. Real quick, just like everybody else, thank Coop. That's my right hand man. I've been knowing Coop maybe 10 years or something like that. So me and Coop, we might butt heads, but we really like best friends. Like, that's my man. I love that dude right there, man. He's a good dude. Like, you guys don't realize all the stuff he does behind the scenes just to give you this league that we all share. So I appreciate Coop, man. I'm telling you, that's my guy. I can't say enough about him. Secondly, I got to thank John, my assistant coach, because this is my 4th year. I've never had an assistant coach ever. So I knew during the draft, I knew Isaiah was sitting there. I was like, Isaiah's dad coached in the spring. I'm thinking I'm going to grab Isaiah so his dad can try to help me out. Because it's hard, doing it on your own. When it's just you out there, it's like you can't see everything. It's a lot of stuff going on. And it's great to have a second set of eyes. So I want to thank my assistant coach, John. I appreciate that. I would stand here and thank everybody, all night, but I know we got a limited amount of time. But I got to thank my girlfriend real quick, because she helped me with the PowerPoint. She helped me with the videos, the pictures, the whole nine. Like, she was out there, that Sunday, championship Sunday, out there in the cold, mad because she out there. She did for me, and I really appreciate her, man.
Thank you.
All right, so now I'm going to introduce my team. Before I introduce my team, I just gotta say, like, we're not in this to win championships. Like, at the end of the day, it don't matter who won the championship. It don't matter what your record is. That stuff is irrelevant. What matters most is what you can give these kids, what you can provide to the kids. That's why I'm looking at all the kids. So I'm always supporting all the kids. You don't have to be on my team. We all one big team. So I don't care if you want the Dolphins, you want the Buccaneers, the Chargers, the Ravens. We one big team. So I'm always rooting on. I'm serious. All right, real quick, Trayvon isn't here. He's the one player that's not here, and I grabbed Trayvon late in the draft. I didn't really know much about him, but he was the one guy that I grabbed on my team that he knew absolutely nothing about football. And those kids are fun, because you're like, okay, you know nothing about football, so I get a chance to to kind of teach you stuff. And he got better as the season went on. And the one thing that I would like to say about my team is I try to have no one person that kind of runs the show. I try to get everybody involved. So for the second year in a row, I'm the only team, and I think Coop can back me up on this. I'm the only team that every player on my team scored a touchdown. And I was serious about that. We all get in the end zone. We all gonna make a play, and it's collectively. It's all about team. And I try to teach that. And we got a couple personalities in our huddle. Especially Marcus and Garrett. They always want to throw the ball. Marcus always wants the ball. I'm like, listen, this is a team game. So I try to harp on that. So that's what I try to instill in my players. So Trayvon's not here. Jason is the next player that I want to introduce. Jason, why don't you grab that trophy? Jason was one of the guys that I wanted to grab in the draft, but he was gone before I could get there. Jordan Godfrey was on my team last year. He was my center, he's my tight end. And I was like, hey, if I could grab Jason, I'm going to use him just like I had Jordan last year. Jordan was like the defensive MVP. I think he was a receiver of the year. And I was like, okay, if I could grab Jason, I'm gonna put him in the same role. But I wasn't able to grab him. But luckily, through a trade, I was able to get him. So next year, we got a lot of time on our hands. So thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. So next up, I got Jace. My man from the spring, this dude came through backwards. I put a lot of pressure on him through the defense, and he came through for me. So, Jace, I appreciate that. Third is my man Isaiah. A lot of you guys might not know Isaiah got hurt like the first week of the season. He missed a couple games. And Isaiah was our defensive stud. And like I said, he came with his dad, John. And Isaiah definitely came through for me. And I'm telling you, if Isaiah was there the full season, we would be looking at him as one of the defensive MVPs, man. Isaiah, I appreciate that. I want you to grab your trophy. All right, so Nia is the first time I ever had a girl on the team. But I didn't treat Nia like she was a girl. She actually treated her like, listen, you one of the boys, you want to play football, I'm gonna treat you like a boy. You don't get special treatment. And she came through. I think she was third on the team with receptions. She had a couple touchdowns. She grabbed a couple flags. And Nia, next year it's on. I'm telling you, Nia, it's on next year. So
yay, Nia!
Grab your trophy. My last three is my three captains, and listen, you guys don't know how thankful I am just to have you guys on the team. I was lucky enough to draft these three, and then they stayed with me. I don't know why, because I yelled at them a lot, but I appreciate it. But Jaden is only 7. He's only 7. So you 8 now? Are you still 7? That's what I thought. Listen, he's only 7. And last year he was 6. I called him 6-year-old because he was only 6, and I was surprised. But he's only 7. So listen, Chargers, Buccaneers, Ravens. Listen, he's only 7. So I got him for the next 2 years. So Jaden, I appreciate that. So the last two is Marcus and Garrett. I grabbed these two at the same time in the draft 2 years ago, and they're two peas in a pod. They're like best friends. But it's crazy because the game we lost against the Chargers, they was in the huddle the last play of the game fighting. They was in the huddle fighting, literally fist fighting, because that's how passionate they are about playing football. So, and it's if you get that from your players, as a coach, you in heaven. I love that. I love the passion that these two had. Just basically the whole team. And I just want to thank you guys, thank the whole team. I really appreciate that. That's why we had a good season. This is your 2016 championship Colts.